Hey, what's up, my fanboys? It's JD Schmelzer here from OMC Productions, bringing you a video to my whenever the fuck I feel like it updated channel. I got a nice game of Snipers Pro here, courtesy of my very good friend Demon Omelet. You can see him probably in the friends or subscriptions box below if you want to check out his channel, which has no videos on it, but fuck it, check it out anyway. Now I'm bringing you guys a quick rundown of what I feel went down at E3. I'm gonna give you a little bit of guide advice on how to actually play snipers and not suck ass, which is helped a great deal by this nice clip running in the background. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of rage at the recent games I've been playing. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get ready to touch your toes and call me Sally. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to start out a little bit on the game. Nobody really comes here for the gameplay, but whatever. You're gonna have to hear me talk about this. Shit. Where do I start? Everything's done right. Everything's done right in this gameplay. That's really it. This is a sniper's gameplay on Hemorrhage, so it's a big ass corridor with a few hills in it, and you have a sniper. So sit in the back, sit behind walls and little corner pops, and aim constantly. Never stop moving. There you go. That's how you play snipers. That's how you win. Side note, aim for the head always, unless you've got a teammate who picks up the assist like that. I have nothing else to say on this gameplay, other than the end is hilarious, because he does go for a beat the bullet and gets it, so this is a Slayer-based game, and if anybody knows what the hell I'm talking about on Halo, 15 kills, no deaths on a Slayer-based game counts as a perfection. But unfortunately for my very good friend here, his server disconnects. And when your server disconnects, that means you count as a quit. Whatever. Wah wah. Too bad for you. Sorry. But again, this is a very nice gameplay. It's legit, and this is how you win at snipers. So if you feel like rage commenting in the comments box below, go fuck yourself. Now we're going to move on to E3 events. For those of you who don't know what E3 is, you're probably not a sweaty nerd in their basement, which is always a plus. For those of you who do know what E3 is, you also have the chance of not being a sweaty nerd in their basement, but a slightly lower one. Now, E3 is a big congregation of fanboys of all consoles developers gathering into one gigantic amphitheater filled with small booths for the little guys and giant stages for the big three, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Now, any fanboys of those, good for you, but I'm going to focus on mainly Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, seeing as they had the big 3-hour conferences, and I got to actually look at some of that feed from a live feed running off of the, I think, Machinima site. Now, from what I've gathered off of these little snippets of me popping in and out of a live stream, Microsoft, which I'm going to start with here, well, Microsoft is still offering their Kinect. To what audience above the age of 5 still wants to buy this Kinect that doesn't currently have a motion gaming system that everybody else has, aka the Wii? I don't know. But the thing is, they're still trying to sell it. Now, I have nothing against Microsoft. In fact, I consider myself a fanboy of the company. But please, Microsoft, stop marketing your Wii ripoff. Nobody wants it. It was a nice step, but just lay off it a little bit. Games solely encountered on Kinect just aren't selling. It's just, we've all got Wii's. Sorry, buddy. If you would have came out with that concept years earlier, it would have been a big seller. But unfortunately, Microsoft still continues to push for their Kinect thing. Another interesting thing I saw for the Xbox platform is Halo 4. Now, the trailer for this has been out for just a little while. Really interesting trailer. Master Chief now has a jetpack, but I'm not even going to go there because it's a video game and I don't really care. So I'm just going to go with it. It's a new trilogy, is really it. So Bungie sold off. Bungie is the originator of Halo. If you don't know that, you make me sad. But Bungie sold it off to 343 Industries, which is basically mini Bungie, or Bungie Junior, if you will. And they are going to make the new trilogy of whatever the hell they're going to make Master Chief do next. I don't care. As long as I get the Johnny Cage style dick punch in Elite, I will be happy with whatever changes they make. On a side note, Bungie, the original company, did make an iPod mobile app for any overpriced iPod stuff. So I would check that out. It's a pretty good app. If not for the stats, at least for the hilarious posts. They're always worth the read. So that's a quick recap on Halo 4. Now I'm just gonna quick jump to. I think Nintendo would be a good place to start, seeing as I was going on a little motion gaming rant. Now, motion gaming, it's an interesting concept, but until it's virtual reality, I'm not buying any of that shit anymore. Because for Christmas, you get the Wii, like everybody else did, and then you play it, and it's fun for a couple days, and then you let it sit there in the closet. And that's basically how the Wii thing went with me. So I'm pretty much done with motion gaming until they get something irresistible. Now the new Wii for Nintendo, or whatever it is, imagine the controller, seeing as that's what Nintendo basically throws their whole profit whoring off of, is the new controller scheme. Now, imagine a big Wii controller, stretch it out to a rectangle, put a TV screen in the middle, and then put a touchscreen Apple style in the center, and you've got the new controller. There you go. So that's a quick little recap, and really that's all Nintendo that I got to see brought to the table, other than their profit whoring schemes to remake HD every other game that you loved in your childhood, which I'm going to buy anyway. So, oh well, I got suckered in. That's cool. Sony. Well, Sony, you left me with precious little to say. Sony did actually do a pretty damn good conference. I had precious little to make fun of on this, and I was disappointed. Come on, Sony, gotta let me make fun of you here. Sony didn't apologize for 2 hours straight like I figured they would. They actually brought a good barrage of games to the table, and they are gonna bring out their new handheld. So, you know, Sony, good for you. Just don't make the same mistakes as the PSP Go and the PSP series. It sucked. It sucked for people who don't know what it is. So, good luck with your future, Sony, and try not to get hacked anymore. Whew, there you go. That's the quick E3 wrap up. I didn't have time to get to the games. I'll do it in another episode tonight. If I get any good games lately, I'll post it up. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode. And randomly sporadic at best. Updates are going to be a little more frequent as I dust off my capture card. And here's going to end of the clip, and his server will disconnect. Lol. Too bad for you, Demon. But everybody, thanks for watching. See you later.